David Spade, the actor. We saw him on Good Morning America. He looked good. Sandler had the same T-shirt on. He's had on for 2 weeks. Spade joins us now. What is up with that with Sandler and that green shirt?
that was one of the funniest ones because it's a green V-neck T-shirt and basketball shorts, and the shirt has a big rip in it. I go, can't you just wear a regular crummy? That's enough, but you have to have a rip in it too.
But does he have a certain style so he has to wear that stuff? I mean, he has no style, but does he have to continue to do that?
It's A, comfort, and then B, they usually are playing basketball after whatever we do. So it's like, do I need to change after Good Morning America, or can we just go straight to basketball? So that, and I look weird because I dressed okay this morning. I felt stupid.
You look like
I didn't have a half zippy on. Woo!
You look like a French waiter today.
I look like a mannequin. I don't know, dude. I can't. We did a show in Brooklyn last night. We all got home at 1:30, and then I had to get up at 6. You know, the thing about Good Morning America is we get there an hour early, and I'm rushing and dying, and then they go, okay, you're almost done. We get there, and they go, now you wave to the camera, and then it's another 45.
It's called a tease.
I go, what? Can Adam just do that? Can I stand in?
The Danettes have a dilemma here. They were sent a form to see if they wanted to join the Screen Actors Guild. And
Ooh.
Okay, but it costs $3,000 for each of them to join. Is it worth them? And they're probably never going to be in another movie again. So would it be worth getting a Screen Actors Guild card?
Now you're in the Sweater Guild, right? I'm kidding.
Yes, I am.
That's funny though, because I'm talking about what you guys talked about. I jumped in on it. I have a half zippy on right now. If you're talking about the kind that zip from about your chest up, is that what you mean?
Well, you just answer the damn question, all right?
Well, I'm trying to help you, but whatever. I don't think it's worth it because they're uncastable. That's what my first agent told me. And I don't know if they're going to pursue it this hard. It's a lot of money.
Wait. You were told you were uncastable by your first agent?
No, the first agent, they did say 2 things. One, my first headshots, I was happily, like a super fruity picture, but I was like in a turtleneck. But they go, what's with these crow's feet? And I go, what? Meanwhile, I look 14. He goes, I'd watch it because you're only going to be able to play high school. After that, nothing. I go, what? So from then on, I got so psycho about it. I didn't make facial expressions for 2 years because they get on you about that. That's why the town drives you nuts. And I had one agent go, you're the best actor out there. You have to sign with me, and you're going to have the best career. And then I was torn between 2. And I picked the other one, and I called him, which this is why I always text now, because I called him the right thing and did it in person. And he goes, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. I go, what? And he goes, you're going to have a horrible career now. I go, oh.
Did you?
So he was, half right.
You brought this up on Good Morning America that you were auditioning for In Living Color, and you were up against Jim Carrey. So they were hiring either you or Jim Carrey on In Living Color. What do you remember about that final audition?
I will tell you, all I remember is, A, I'm not as good as Jim Carrey, and I didn't know it was against him. If I did, I would have skipped it. But it was just, I go in so many auditions back then, you just go, you got one in the Valley, and then you got one for, floor wax, and you got to wear a suit, and then you got to wear a shirt. So you're doing this all day. You don't even know what you're auditioning for. In Living Color, I started getting callbacks. You do improv. And I don't know how I was surviving. I'm not a great improver. But they did need a white guy, and I was getting down to the wire. And here's all I remember. I had a 2-week juicy gig in Hawaii. And the final callback was the second day of the 2 weeks. And I called and said, can I come late? And they go, no, we're just going to cancel your whole 2 weeks. And I go, for the audition I'm never going to get? And I stayed and did it and did not get it. And found out it was Jim Carrey. And I was like, oh.
So you had a stand-up gig in Hawaii?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's a better story that you went toe-to-toe with Jim Carrey and you barely lost out to him.
I didn't look. I feel like it was a landslide because I didn't know it was him, and I wasn't. I even wasn't any good. I was knowing. I'm like, I'm not good for this. I don't do characters, and he's in the other one. I'm like, who's that? They're like, nothing. Keep going. And then he's so perfect for it. I go, why did you waste all of our time? I'm horrible.
He's David.
He had 45 characters. I had Michael J. Fox. Hey, Sarge, what are we doing here?
So you had one character for In Living Color.
Mallory? I keep going.
It's only
sure, that's enough.
It's only so many sketches you can use Michael J. Fox on In Living Color. I'm going to guess.
I said I do one guy, but I can do 45 different things he said.
He's David Spade. The new movie is The Do-Over, available on Netflix beginning tomorrow. I thought you were...
Hey, how about this?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question for you. First of all, Johnny Manziel is just in my elevator. By the way, that's a sports story, right?
Where are you?
I'm in New York.
Johnny Manziel's there?
Yeah, he's in my elevator. He said, hey, I'm a big fan. I go, hey, he had a dog with him.
Do you know him?
I don't know. I just got up, and then I said, oh, thanks, man. I looked back, and when it was closing, I'm like, Johnny Football? He goes, it's Johnny Vodka now. I go,
oh. Do you have
a
question?
It's not official yet, but I'm working on the trademark.
Oh, great. Johnny Vodka? Good luck with that. All right. Do you have a question for me?
No, I was going to say, I forgot you were in the Do-Over, and you were great, and you had Samantha Hoops on. She was at the premiere, and I was wondering if she thought it was funny, too, because she said she was going on your show.
Yeah. She has a boyfriend, by the way.
Yeah, no. He's a stud.
Yes.
He works at Happy Madison.
Oh.
But she was friendly. Listen, you were great in it. You were really funny, and I think I saw an earlier cut, and I think they added more of your jokes in the second cut.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, you did great.
I thought Paula Patton looked spectacular.
Oh, my God. Yes, she is so stunning in person and so great on screen. I used to see her in those Denzel Washington movies. Now, listen, she took a huge step down with me. She pulled a hamstring, but she's very, very pretty and very sweet, and I had no business. That's what you do when you do, like, a real movie. This is like a real movie.
Yeah.
It's like a action comedy, and then you can get a great cast like that because it's a cooler movie, and I loved it. She was great. There's a lot of good people in it.
Did you think you had a shot with her?
Not even in the script where it says I do. I go, oh, she's not going to like this. I don't know if she's at page 57 yet.
Yeah, you have to make out with her. No, she has to make out with you.
Oh yeah, it's horrifying. Believe me, I felt bad for her, and I told her the whole time, and she knew it, and she was like going along with it. But I know in her phoning her agent feverishly, going, "This is funny if I don't."
Sandler puts his
tall. She's taller than me, like everybody, and she's like curvy and gorgeous.
Sandler's wife's in the movie. What if you had to make out with Sandler's wife?
Wow, good question. I don't think he would let that happen. I don't think he'd let anyone because she has a really cute, funny part, and she's very cute in it with another girl. That's the threesome. And how about it was the other girl, of course.
Oh, I know. That was a crazy scene. I'm used to seeing some crazy things with Sandler stuff. That's probably one of the top 5 craziest, cringeworthy scenes I've ever seen in a Sandler movie.
Yeah, I was in it, guy. That was a rough day on the shoot.
Don't spoil it. Don't give it away.
I know. I'm glad you're not giving it away either. That one. I was like, oh boy, and I knew it was coming, and it was worse than I thought.
Where is the comedy tour next up?
We go to Boston tomorrow. No, tonight. Last night was fun because we were in Brooklyn, and Chris Rock came in. What's up? So we introduced. When I got off, instead of introducing Sandler, they go, this next guy was in the longest yard, shouting it live. All of the ones Chris Rock's in, too. And then he went up instead of Adam. And the crowd went, Yahoo! And then he went on and then Adam. But tonight's Boston and Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. I wish we kept doing this. This has been so fun.
How good is Rock, though, when he's doing stand-up?
He was saying today, he goes, I'm not as good as you guys anymore. I was like, okay. He can't even fake it. He's like, nah, you guys are better. I'm like, But he came out there and he was talking about, it's too dirty, but he was talking about, I don't know. Forget it. But he was, you can't.
No.
But it's really good. He's always really funny, and he loved it. He was like, you know what, I forget. It's so fun to go out there. And I go, Rock, just either come with us for a while or go do it and just practice again. Because he's done improv when we've had dinner, and he goes, want to go to the improv? And then we go over there and watch somebody, and then he goes, maybe you want to go on? Let's both go on. So we both do 15 minutes. And I go off, and then they're like, oh, that was pretty good. And then you go, oh, my God, Chris Rock is.
He's David Spade.
A little warm up.
The movie comes out tomorrow on Netflix. It's called The Do-Over. I thought you were great in the movie. I really did.
Where did you see it? Were you at the premiere?
Yeah.
I didn't even see you.
They shuffled us down the red carpet. It's almost like it was.
You were at the other party, the spillover party.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, I wasn't where the. I think the carpet was a little different shade of red where we were. It was like a conveyor belt. They were trying to get us out of there as quickly as possible.
You know who should join SAG is Sam, those kids in the team with you because they were funny.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a SAG card already. But they were great. Have fun on the tour, and tell Sandman we said hello. And thanks again, David.
And thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
That's David Spade. He likes to say bye-bye. The Do-Over, available on Netflix beginning tomorrow.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.